check out how the Packers have played this from the standpoint of their personnel. First of all, numerically, the Lions do not have an edge down into the boundary with the hash, the ball being on the left hash. It's 4.5 to 5 according to the way that I know how to count pre-snap, and I'll show you a little bit of that in at least one play in this video, perhaps two. The Packers have requisite numbers to stop this run play down here. What I love about this is what the Lions do with the tight end to the field. You've obviously got run action to the boundary with the possibility of a boot to the field by Jared Goff. But how they get this done oftentimes is the right tackle or the field side tackle will dig out the defensive end, essentially a base block, and then the tight end will insert into that B gap and end up taking down this inside linebacker here. Why is that inside linebacker moving, generally in that direction I just drew up? Because he's matching the run flow of the running back. So Laporta's not trying to prevent that linebacker from getting to the run flow. He actually wants to get on the back side of that. So what I'm talking about here is, I think it's Quay Walker pursuing along with, or trying to match the angle of the running back, and the backside tight end working him and taking him down. So Montgomery ends up cutting off of that block. When you get the end zone angle, hopefully it looks a little better or a little cleaner there. I'm kind of surprised sometimes at how choppy some of the All-22 film is. So we'll move these over just for a moment, and we'll focus on the midline. Okay, the ball is on the left side of the field, so the midline, I guess, is actually about right there. So from a numerical standpoint, Packers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see that quite clearly. For the Lions, you do have 3, the tight end, Brock Wright, the left tackle, and the left guard. Now, here within this circle, you've got Goff as the quarterback. He counts for a half man. The center counts for a half man, so we got 4. Tight end, left tackle, left guard, and then quarterback center combo counts for 1. Montgomery is on the midline as well, so he counts for half. So you do not have a man advantage, but what the Lions are trying to do is run some of these just base foundational run concepts to a tight end nobody side. There are NFL teams that never do this, meaning they never run right to the side unless there's a fullback or another tight end in motion like the first play that I showed you. Not exactly the same formation. So here's the blocking scheme on the right-hand side. I'm talking about Sewell digging out that defensive end, and then Laporta inserting into that B gap, kind of similar to what I talked about with St. Brown on the first tight end delay completion against the Seattle Seahawks a little bit earlier. So there's the run action by Montgomery, taking him to the boundary. And of course, he's being matched by Walker, number 7. You're really damned if you do, damned if you don't from a Walker perspective. Now he's going to move in this direction, so of course that makes it easier for Laporta to take him down, and then Montgomery to cut off of that. There's other things going on here from a standpoint of how effective the offensive line is. Certain guys able to get things done consistently, but yes, there's great vision here by Montgomery. And burst, ability to change directions twice, but this is a planned option, in my opinion. Not an option play, but it's a planned ability for him, Montgomery, to cut off of the backside tight end's block.